Tequila Tuesday. Welcome to the morning tea. I'm Maddison Hill.
And I am Courtney Revolution in my living room revolution.
Yes, we have so much to get into today on this Tequila Tuesday. We are obviously going to talk about this whole Justin Bieber ripping off his fan situation. Now, this is something I originally saw people kind of clamored about on Twitter, and then I had to do a little research into Ticketmaster, Live Nation. I was like, oh, okay. They actually have a very good point and a reason to be upset.
I'm going to tell the believers before y'all get upset, before we get to that portion of the show, I advise y'all to wait till we get to that part of the show because I have some feelings because I'm very, very, very confused why the believers feel like they're being ripped off.
Because of the policies and all of that stuff.
We're going to get to that because I'm completely understanding. I don't get why people are like, why believers specifically would be outraged by this.
Because also there's a lot of people who are kind of in the same situation.
Yeah, Taylor literally she just postponed Loverfest, and y'all don't see me at Taylor's house scaling her house upset because she got my money still. So I don't understand. Like, where's the outrage? Are the Swifties? Are y'all mad? I'm not mad because either way, when this is over, I'm seeing Taylor. My money is spent. So if she has it, girl, she has it. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
No, for sure. For me, I feel like once I already spend the money on something, it's out of my brain. But I also understand people who are like, I could really use that $200 like right now. So I definitely, I see both sides because I'm also on that receiving end where I'm like, the funds keep getting smaller and smaller and the bills keep piling up no matter what. Even though it is technically a pandemic, the bills aren't stopping for the most part.
They're coming, girl.
I feel it. But we also have a lot of other tea, you guys, as well. We're talking about Lil Xan. We're talking about Big Time Rush. We're talking about JoJo Siwa. We're talking about Lizzo. We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. We're talking about Beckinsale. We're talking about Lili and Cole. We got an update on them. We also were talking about Halsey and Yungblud. We got a full car dinner tea time. Khloe Tristan news. We're talking about Wendy Williams, Auntie Wendy today.
Oh, God.
I know. It's actually not bad. She's not causing a ruckus. I
have not agreed with some of the things that Wendy has done in relation to Nene leaks.
Okay.
Lately. And so honestly, Madison, I have not watched Wendy at home in about a week.
Okay. Yeah, because she has been at home. She's doing
we're fun at home. You know what I mean? We're fun at home. It's still kind of the same vibe, I feel like, at home. And Wendy, I feel like, and this is just my opinion, and she should understand this, I feel like she's a lot meaner at home.
Really?
And it's uncomfortable. I wonder if y'all feel that way sometimes when y'all watch me, because as a fan, I feel like the Nene situation specifically, for those of y'all that don't know what's going on, basically Nene and Wendy had like a weird falling out with Nene trying to call Wendy during her live, and Wendy kind of shaded Nene and said, well, I'm not going to be on your show. I'm not going to be part of that with those people over there. And I kind of felt like that was hurtful because I feel like I wouldn't want my celebrity friend to be like, well, I'm not going to go on the tea with Kourtney and Maddison and be over there with those internet people. So I kind of felt like it was condescending. And I feel like, well, damn, Wendy might say the same thing about us one day. And that hurt my feelings. So, girl, I feel like until Wendy can show that she's a better friend to women, I'm good right now.
Okay. That's a big step because I agree with you, though. And I also feel like there's just been a lot of other instances as of lately that she's really crossed the line. And so it's interesting because with these Khloe and Tristan comments, you can kind of tell she knows that she's really been tiptoeing recently. And I feel like she's trying to take a more like mothering approach, almost like I'm older, let me give you advice type of thing. Yeah. As like opposed to coming for Khloe like we've seen in the past.
Yeah, I don't ever want to. Let me just stop. It's not good. It's not good. That's all I'm going to say, Madison. It's not good.
Okay. I completely can't wait to get to that part. I do want to shout out Karina. She said, just wanted to say something before we start. Did you see that Demi posted about mental health yesterday and how Justin posted about mental health after he's in some mess? We know Justin always posts about mental health, usually after he's in some mess. Not surprised about Demi Lovato. Kourtney essentially called that
Yeah, I just want to go ahead and very quickly address, there were people that were like, the account came out and said that they edited the photos. I said that account was also created the same day that the thing happened. So y'all, good night. Goodbye. Demi still ain't denying it. Goodbye. Let it go. Mm-hmm. Like, Demi was, the account was real, but the posts were not fake. Okay. We'll say speculation, not confirmation. Demi may have been caught being a mean girl online. Demi is still human, y'all. It's not like if Demi's a villain in one story doesn't mean we're going to carry Demi over being a villain the next day. She made a mistake. She was caught. Hands up. And there it is.
Right. I do agree that she kind of needs to address it. But that's just my own opinion, just because I feel like it's a lot. And for someone who has been so vocal about supporting other women, I just feel like you might need to come out and say something. Because there's also a story right now going around that she said, I definitely want children in the future. This was, again, in Harper's Bazaar. People are just now picking up on this. And she was like, it could be with a man. It could be with a woman. Like, I don't really, have a clear vision of, my future, whatever. And I'm just like, I want that to be such a great story. But now I'm kind of like,
what's real and what's fake? What's real and what's PR?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know why, after what we talked about yesterday and then seeing that story, something in my gut was just like, why am I not feeling this right now? And I think you're right. Now I'm kind of taking a double look at everything, a double take, I guess, to be like, do you really mean this? Or are you just saying this because you think it makes you seem, very with the times and, I don't know. Just something about her now, and I hope this goes away, but something about her now is just rubbing me the wrong way.
I'll just say this and then we can move on. She would have got away with it, Maddison, had she not had the quote not been exactly how it was in that article. It would have been like, well, Maddison, maybe it was Photoshop, but like maybe, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Demi and Selena, but then you just put that in that magazine. And you was like, well, the fact that she talked about our performance was pretty ... I wish her all the best. Like, girl, say goodnight and go, good night.
I thought you were going to say she would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids and that dog. I was like, yes, competing quote, yes. But also, I still love the singing. We also have a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves to tea ya, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go, go. Go, Mika. Happy Tequila Tuesday to Mika.
Happy Tequila Tuesday, Mika. We also have Erica. Good morning, T-Tribe. Finally able to watch the Tea live again on my day off. I worked every day at 4 a.m. last week, so I'm happy to be back. Erica, we're happy you're back.
Shout out to you for working that hard, honestly. For real, 4 a.m. is no joke.
4 a.m. is absolutely no joke. That is a grandma lifestyle right there. And solidarity for those of us who have to live a grandma lifestyle. That is absolutely no joke. But we're happy that you're able to catch us live today. We're happy for everyone who's able to catch us live today.
You made it.
Shout out to our after watchers. We love you guys as well. Always want to make sure we give them some love. It's like it doesn't happen enough. And we love our after watchers.
Yeah, because y'all are just as important. Y'all are part of the show.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the chat. We have Love and Mommy Life. Good morning, T-Tribe. I made it. Madison Hill, you're so gorgeous. And Kourtney Revolution, I have missed your personality and your face. You're the best friends I wish I could quarantine with. At least we get to quarantine kind of for an hour every single day.
Listen, Madison, here's a suggestion. If y'all ever feel like, I just miss Maddison and Courtney so much, but I've watched every single episode of The Tea this week, all y'all gotta do is hit that playlist and go right from the top and binge them episodes, girl. I feel like now the in-studio episodes are like vintage now. You can go back and Justin and Jordan, they was going through it. Wow.
They literally are vintage. They are vintage now. We also, you guys can follow us on social media. We're always posting to our Instagram stories. We also have our own individual YouTube channels as well. You can get just a little extra dose if you feel you need an extra dose. And honestly, I'm just thankful that you guys feel you do need more of Kourtney and I, because it could be a very thin line. You guys could be sick of us.
Madison, it could be Friday and we upload on Saturday or Sunday and it's no views.
Yeah.
We don't see nobody we know from over there. But y'all come and y'all surround us with love and support, and we really appreciate that, you guys.
We really do. I can't express enough how amazing the Tea Tribe is, how amazing our after sippers are. Like, literally probably would not be surviving this situation if we didn't all have each other.
I don't know what I would be doing, Madison. I can't lie. I don't know what I would be doing.
I'm trying to actually picture it, and I literally can't.
Girl, watching some Digimon bored.
Yes.
Honestly.
Exactly. We also have Heather Brinson. I'm in need of some good vibes from you guys today. I'm having to go find a new wedding dress due to the virus, and my original dream dress won't be ordered in here in time for my wedding. Heather, we're sending our love to you. That is so hard. There's so many change plans that are happening right now, and it is absolutely terrible. Allow yourself to be sad, and then go ahead and go out and attack that new task or attack whatever you need to do. But I think it's okay to allow yourself to be sad for a little bit.
It's totally more than okay to be sad, and look at it this way. When you look back on this time years from now, you'll be like, oh my God, there were so many things going wrong, but on the special day, everything was flawless. And I think that by the time you get to the day, you'll be so happy that you're just alive and you can breathe and taste things that you might not even care about the little details like that. You'll just be happy to be alive and in love.
Very true, very true. I want to shout out Autumn. We love Autumn. Maddison and Courtney, I love you both. I started watching Too Hot to Handle. It is very good. I hope you both are having a very happy Tuesday. I need to start watching that show. I haven't started yet.
I watched it last night. The first episode I watched last night. Have you ever seen Love Island, Madison?
No, but all of my friends love Love Island.
Okay, I got my best friend into Love Island, then I stopped watching it. This show, Too Hot to Handle, the way it looks, the way it feels, the music, Madison, this is literally like Netflix said, okay, we're going to make Love Island, and we're going to add a little twist in the rules, and the single, like, everything about it is Love Island. T-Tribe, if you've ever seen Love Island, you know for a fact that this show, Too Hot to Handle, is exactly like that. They just can't kiss or touch or anything like that. I'm interested to see where it goes. The first episode's a little slow, I have to be honest. But like with most shows, I feel like on Netflix, the competition ones, you take the first episode to set up, and then it's full steam ahead.
Even Love is Blind, people couldn't get into it right away. And remember, we were like, just give it a try, keep going, keep pushing. Okay, I really need to get on to that Too Hot to Handle. I'm going to do it so we can all get into it. Shout out to Megan. Hello. Now let's go ahead and pour up the tea.
Let's do it.
That's how we ball out. The most stressful part of the show, when Courtney pours boiling hot water over his
head. Oh, look at that. Gotta make sure I have enough so I can chase my tequila.
Yes. Got the tequila. I got my little lime juice tequila mixture ready to go in our in my Chiefs Super Bowl cup. Hello. Super Bowl shot glass right there. I don't even know where the camera is on this thing.
Me.
Yes, Chiefs. Okay.
You don't see the light, girl? There's no green light on the computer, girl.
Oh, there is. There is.
Maddison. Cheers.
You guys, it's fine. I'm new to all of this.
Madison, with a camera, girl.
I was like, I mean, I know that you guys can see me, so really, that's all I need to worry about. Shout out to Safira. Hey, Maddison and Courtney. Love you guys. We love you more. Also, Courtney, can you let Evelyn know what kind of tea you have?
It is a white pomegranate tea from Trader Joe's. For sure from Trader Joe's. I'll double confirm with y'all tomorrow, but I'm drinking the same one all week because I'm out. So it's like a pomegranate white something from Trader Joe's.
Delicious. I also just love that you stay on Trader Joe's now. I love it.
Madison, I'm right now currently not eating anything else.
I love it. Okay, the first thing we're talking about is Lil Xan, you guys. So this is a new report coming from TMZ. Lil Xan was reportedly rushed to the hospital on Sunday by ambulance. He was at his mom's house. That's where he's quarantining currently. She reportedly called 911 after Lil Xan was, quote, hallucinating so badly it was freaking her out. Lil Xan says doctors told him he suffered a panic attack, but he doesn't remember much from it. He says he thinks it was caused by anxiety he's been feeling while cooped up inside. Lil Xan went on to say he's been in and out of the hospital for years due to anxiety issues, but this is the first time it's happened during the coronavirus crisis, and it was the worst one he's had. TMZ alludes to the fact that he might be feeling a lot of stress because he's the breadwinner for his entire family, which is a lot of pressure. And obviously, right now, he can't go out and do shows. He is having a hard time, maintaining his breadwinner status. And I think a lot of people can relate to that pressure. And it's just crazy. I feel like I always hate on Lil Xan a little bit, but in this instance, I do feel for him.
I feel like, first of all, let me say this. I think that Lil Xan could benefit from a life coach, number one, because I'm sure he does have a lot of stress on him. I mean, some people, Maddison, in this day and age, they are people that are normal like us, and then they do something weird or random on the internet, or they put out a SoundCloud track, and the next day they're famous. So the lifestyle switch, definitely, I imagine, could be a lot. I wonder, genuinely, is Lil Xan sober? Is Lil Xan's panic attacks also brought on by substance use? You get what I'm saying? Because if so, then maybe you need to detox. Maybe you need to switch to some CBD to perhaps combat the anxiety. Right.
No, I'll admit, whenever I saw the hallucinating thing, I was a little like, that's interesting. I gotta check in with Papa Hill to see if hallucinations are an actual sign of a panic attack, because I kind of was like, given his past, that was a little confusing to me. But then when they brought up the whole breadwinner situation, I was like, okay, I can see that. But I agree with you. I think Lil Xan, he is a very challenging celebrity in the fact that he has had a really difficult past, and he has been in some kind of weird, crazy, petty drama. I remember with that girlfriend who got pregnant, and then he didn't believe she was pregnant. Like, there was just a lot. There's been a lot with Lil Xan. And so I feel like I'm always hesitant, but in this instance, I'm trying to be compassionate and empathetic and be like, okay, maybe something more is going on.
I hope that he's okay, or at least on the track to getting better, but it just really sounds like he needs some help. He needs some more than milk. He needs a life coach. He needs a life coach, Maddison.
I think the life coach is a good idea.
You know what it is? Okay, so real quick, I've been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm catching up. We've been through this. Teddy Mellencamp on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is an accountability coach, and I feel like Lil Xan could benefit from some accountability coaching. Like, did you smoke today? Did you work out today? Send me a picture so I can see the abs. Did you work out? Did you call your mom? Show me the call log. Like, something like that. He could benefit from that.
Oh, Teddy Mellencamp will literally snap some necks. Like, she is fit.
Get your headlock, girl.
That's the only way I can describe it, is that she will come snap your neck. What a good accountability coach. Okay, let's move on and talk about Big Time Rush. So Big Time Rush, they were also a boy band, and I think they are seeing all of the buzz around One Direction. And they reunited for the first time since they split 6 years ago on a virtual hangout. If you guys don't remember who Big Time Rush is, it's made up of Logan Henderson, Carlos Peña Vega, love Carlos, Kendall Schmidt, and James Maslow. They reminded everyone to just, stay inside. They said this is a great time to stay connected. And then at the end of the little FaceTime situation, they teased a potential reunion. Carlos said to spread love and that there's a lot to look forward to at the end of this. And then he ended the call saying, "See you guys soon." Do we think a reunion's happening?
Probably. I just want to start by saying Carlos is looking good.
I know.
That was so thirsty, but he was looking good. Shout out to them. They definitely need to come back. I feel like sometimes people underestimate like the fan base that Big Time Rush has, because some people still look at it as just like a parody little band from a Nickelodeon show. But they had hits. Roll the Windows Down. Woohoo, girl. Roll the windows down and let your hair blow. Let it all go tonight. That was a hit.
Good. They actually, I will never forget, the summer I interned for a radio station in Kansas City, they were the headliners for like the summer concert series. And this is when they were just in their prime, and I thought that they were all, and so, they all still look great. But you're right, Carlos especially. And I remember me and this other intern, we were chatting them up before their show, and we were like, yes, it was at an amusement park, feeling ourselves, and they invited us to go ride rides with them afterwards. And I thought Carlos and we were connecting. Obviously, he married Alexa. Fabulous. Love them together. Cutest family ever. But their manager wouldn't let us go ride rides with them because they're like, if they're pictured with girls, it will ruin their image. And I'm like, we're at a World of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri. I can 1,000% guarantee you no paparazzi are going to be taking pictures of us, but whatever,
girl,
it's fine.
They was treating them like the K-pop girls. You know the K-pop boys can't go nowhere. They can't be pictured with nobody, girl. You know the stands get upset, girl. Wow.
Literally. It was crazy.
That's exciting.
I know. So I'm actually kind of here for it. I think it would be really exciting. And I agree with you. I think people underestimate their fan base. Like, yes, were they One Direction status? Maybe not. But I'm seeing you guys a lot in the chat. And people are really excited about the chance for a Big Time Rush reunion.
You know how I found out about this, Madison? On my Twitter timeline, you know Bianca, who we love, the T-Tribe member? She was very excited about Big Time Rush on my timeline. And that's how I found out. So if Bianca's watching, shout out to you, girl, because you're keeping me in the know.
Yes, we love Bianca. Yes, everyone is here for it. Karina's here for Big Time Rush. Safira, I love Big Time Rush.
Ooh.
My sister loves watching Carlos and his wife's vlogs. We got Logan Henderson. Oh, Mayberry said Logan Henderson was following that Demi account. Mayberry?
Roll the windows down and let your hair blow. Let it all go tonight.
Well, we'll let that slide, and we'll just relish it and get a potential Big Time Rush reunion. Exciting!
Girl, now that's some upper lip sweat causing information.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to take off this jacket. That was a lot. Ooh. Okay, let's get and get into this JoJo Siwa tea. So this story is hilarious, actually. So there was a theory going around Twitter that JoJo Siwa's boyfriend, Elliot, is 28 years old.
Okay, I didn't want to text you about this, Madison, but I was like...
It's absurd. Okay, first of all, I've creeped this kid's Instagram before because we've done stories about him. Nowhere near is he 28 years old. I think this started with, like, as you guys are saying right now, this Google search that was incorrect showing that Elliot is 28. But he is not. He is 18. He's literally starting college next year. He's going to the University of Nebraska, yay Midwest, and he's going to play football. So that means he's very athletic because Nebraska football is no joke.
Really?
But I'm like, do people really look at this kid and say, oh, yeah, he's 28? I mean, people were going off on Twitter.
Madison, people was going off on our video where we talked about him the first time. And they were like, you guys are supporting JoJo dating a 28-year-old. And I was like, are y'all drinking stupid juice in these comments or what? Like, recently. Like, remember we talked about them a while ago?
Yes.
People were, I guess when it started to come up, people found our video and they were commenting, I can't believe y'all are supporting. I said, do y'all have eyeballs? Do y'all have eyeballs?
Thank you.
He does not look, he is not 28 years old. The stupid juice. They are sipping it furiously.
Like,
Madison,
even
I couldn't
when you
believe
go to his Instagram, the kid is like, high school, like, football. Like, I'm like, the fact that people even believe this for longer than 1.2 seconds, I am concerned for our society.
And that's why I didn't text you, Madison, because I was like, this is stupid. But I literally was like, let me not even bother this woman, because I know that this is stupid. I'm not even going to bother. Madison, what is going on? Like, I just imagine you having a beautiful family dinner and your phone lights up and it's my dumb expletive talking about, Madison, is JoJo Siwa dating a grown man or what? Is she dating a man that's the same age as Tristan Thompson or what?
I would have absolutely loved that. But no, my blood pressure is literally raising just at the thought. I'm like... People really stress me out. Those people who think JoJo Siwa's boyfriend is 28 are the people who are protesting coronavirus outside.
Madison, why you spelled like that?
Literally. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Come on, people, get it together. Exactly. Pat Las Gonzalez said, people are losing it. And then Nahreen is me. Oh my, JoJo is dating now. That was literally my reaction. But then Kourtney has calmed me down and said, Madison, she is a 16-year-old. It's because her brand is garnered towards 7-year-olds. Just let it go. She's secure in her bag. So I'm letting it go.
Madison, however, for all we know, JoJo Siwa could be somewhere behind the scenes acting like that movie 13. It's all a brand and an image and how we perceive her. You get what I'm saying? She could be out there doing, hey, you ain't got nothing compared to these double cheeseburgers. Remember when the girl in that movie said that? JoJo Siwa could literally be saying that right now, hair down, and we would never know. It's just all about image and brand. She's a 16-year-old girl with a coin, Maddison, and she can get away with it. That's why not to go off docket, but that's why when the stuff with Kylie happened, when she was at the studio with Tyga, it was strange to me because y'all are so rich, y'all could not get caught doing stuff like this.
And also, love the 13 reference. Love that. If you guys have not seen 13 with Evan Rachel Wood, wow, talk about a coming of age story. Woo-hoo! Woo-woo! I remember my mom making me watch that, and she was like, just so you know, if you did that, we wouldn't fall asleep for 2 days and everything would be okay. And I'm like, I know, I got it.
My mom was the same way, Madison.
Yeah, no. I feel like our moms would be like, actually, we wouldn't be sitting here right now if we did what was in that movie. Let's just call it like it is.
Not even a little bit, Madison.
It would be 6 feet under, 1,000%. Okay, let's move on and talk about Lizzo, you guys. I just wanted to shout her out because she was twerking the self-hatred away, dancing the self-hatred away. She posted a video of herself in lingerie, just showing everything off and being confident. And she wrote in her caption, "It's been a long expletive day. Focus on a body part you don't like about yourself and show it some love today. This quarantine has a lot of people suffering from mental health issues because we can't get out and do our normal coping self-care routines. Self-hatred was starting to creep up on me, but I gotta remember I'm 110% that expletive. Love you." I just really loved it. I think it takes such a confident, strong woman to post something like this. And this is why we love Lizzo. And this is why we're protective of her when we feel like people are wronging her.
And I'm sure people in them comments are being stupid AF, Madison. And honestly, who cares? I feel like Lizzo definitely made her point. She said, listen, just like you guys probably are feeling, we all have a day, where we just wake up and we don't feel like our most beautiful, our most handsome, what have you. And Lizzo said, you know what? Because I know what this feeling is like, let me try to change it around for someone else. Now let me shimmy in this negligee and give it to y'all, flaws and all. Period. Yeah. I love it.
Exactly. I love it too. This is why we love Lizzo. Again, as a female, that takes a lot of mother effing confidence to be able to put your backside on display like that. So all the power to her. All the power to her. Shout her out. Everyone is loving Lizzo. Lizzie said Lizzo is a queen. Eveline said she has body confidence goals. I'm 24 and I feel so insecure sometimes. She must really be secure in herself. And I think that's what the great message is like, you can love yourself and be confident and still have days exactly like what you said, where you wake up and you're like, you know what? Not feeling my nose today. Not feeling my backside today. And I also think, too, and I'm guilty of this, while we're in quarantine, we're like, oh, we're not exercising and we're eating and we're quarantine 15 and blah, blah. And like I said, I am so guilty of making those comments. But I think we just need to be a little easier on ourselves. Like, there's a lot happening.
A lot going on.
It's okay to just be easy on yourself during this time.
Be easy on yourself, Madison, and also be easy on others. The whole world is a little bit achoo right now. So excuse other people if you don't hear from them for a moment.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I want to shout out Laura, our good sis Laura, one of our OG T-Tribe members. Laura has been with Kourtney and I from the very beginning when we were like, is this thing on? So shout out to Laura.
Come on, Laura.
Yeah, she said, your smiling faces are giving me life this morning. Loving the energy. It's been a long quarantine. Thanks for the break. Hashtag T-Tribe. Hashtag Mom Tribe. Yes, we love our mom.
Shout out to the mommies.
Yes. Okay, let's move on and talk about Megan Thee Stallion. This is some really good news. I'm so excited. So Megan was the latest celeb to call into Jimmy Fallon's At Home series for The Tonight Show, and she revealed that the best part about quarantine is the fact she's been recording new music. She said that she would have been working on it anyway, but now she literally has nothing else to do except write and record. She set up a little studio in her house. She's currently quarantined in LA, and Megan said that we will have new music when we can go back outside.
I'm glad. I'm glad that she's working. I'm glad that she's hungry. I want to be honest with you, Madison, and the T-Tribe. I have very high expectations for Megan Thee Stallion. And when the music is revealed, I'll have to take the stand hat off and be honest. because in my opinion, even though it's all good music, I feel like topic-wise, Megan kind of raps about the same things a lot, and I love that. I love it. Like, take my daddy's money, and your body is so tasty, and girl, yes, give me 25 songs of that, but can you sneak in 7 something else's in there? Like, girl, I want to hear you rap about something that's gonna make your heart cry. Something.
Right.
I want a single that's like an emotional something besides the BITCH, because that's a hit. That's a hit. I want something. Y'all know what I mean? A lot of her music is a lot of the themes are the same. I want something.
Right, and we've talked about that a lot because we always say, Megan is a college girl. Right now, her priority is going out, is having fun, living her best life, and she's still studying and doing all of those things. So I don't think there's anything wrong. Exactly what you said. We love it. And sometimes you just need a song that is about going out, having fun, and you don't really have to use your lobes too much. But I agree. I feel like we need a little bit of variation, and I'm hoping now that she is, pretty much just focused on writing right now because there's nothing else she can do, maybe she'll finally kind of tap into that more emotional side and maybe kind of come around to rapping about topics that are really personal. Like, we know she's lost her mom. Like, I would love to hear about that. And I know that sounds bad to hear about that experience, but I think, there's a lot of people who can relate who have lost a parent. And I think she could really do something amazing and help a lot of people cope. I love Megan.
I think she's going to save it for the album, and I'm ready. I'm invested. Take my money. Hot Girl World Tour. We're ready when the world is done sniffling. I'm ready, Madison. I'm ready for that.
No, and it looks like everyone is here too. We got Mendez Army. I just got here, and I get you. And then we also have MGCP saying, just don't do a Changes album number 2. LOL. Don't think we have to worry about that for Megan. Don't think we need to. Also, what do you think about Mayberry said she needs to do more features? Do you think she needs more features or no?
Okay, so here's the thing, because I had a conversation with my boyfriend, because who else is going to listen to me talk about female rap all day? And I was saying that there are female rappers that shine on features and female rappers that do not. And I don't see Megan as a feature artist. I think that Megan really brings us into her world and shines the brightest when she's alone. Now, she came out with the song with Tyga, and I know there were some people that were not fond of the song, but loved Megan's part and felt like the whole song should be her song, Madison. So, I mean, I don't want her to do features, even though I'm sure it would help her and other people, but I'm just interested in Megan telling her story and bringing us into that world. And then after the first album, girl, we want a whole year of features and mixtapes and all of that. But give us the foundation first.
No, I completely agree. I think it was Saweetie who we talked about where she said, she's really selective when it comes to doing features and what projects she signs on to. And she's like, I've actually said no to a lot of money because if my heart's not in something 110%, it's not going to be good. And I kind of feel like Megan is the same way. And she also is careful on what projects she signs on to because she, again, wants to stay out of the drama. She's like, I'm just here to actually focus on music, not be in the drama.
I want to keep my eye on Saweetie Madison because I feel like the public is warming up to her because I feel like they're more into her personality per se than her rapping, which is fine. But I want to keep my eye on her because she hang out with the makeup girls and she do a little mukbang. What's going on, Sweet? We gonna find you, girl. We gonna talk about you on here, girl.
Yes. Okay, let's get into some couples therapy, our couples celeb news. Kicking it off with Kate Beckinsale. Now remember, we recently talked about how she is seemingly dating a new man, 22-year-old musician, Goody Grace, and we were kind of like, oh, random, but clearly Kate has a type, younger, a little alternative. So recently she posted a photo of herself trying to teach her cat a trick in quarantine. She was like trying to teach her cat how to like jump into this box. And someone commented on it and said, try and see if your new tomboy will adhere. And she clapped back because I think this guy was trying to say boy toy. And I think that's what Kate thought he was trying to say too. So she clapped back saying, try and see if you can spell and not just goon yourself straight out of the gate.
I want to say something about that cat. I want it. As a cat man, I'm very pleased by this story, not because Kate Beckinsale is doing anything, but because I approve of her cat taste. Shout out to her. Why people on the internet don't leave celebrities alone, Maddison?
Because they need a hobby? I don't know. I also think it's so funny that a lot of times where trolls come out of the gates are on pictures that literally have nothing to do with what they're mad about. Like, this is her just, like, being funny in quarantine with her cat. And, of course, someone has to come in and try to bring it back to who she's dating. And I also think it's funny, too, because I'm like, no one ever really gets upset about Kate Beckinsale. Like, we started talking about her because of her relationship with Pete Davidson. And then, of course, you know, there was that whole rumor with her and G-Eazy. And now she's dating someone who kind of, I would say, looks similar to like a G-Eazy, and I just think it's really interesting. But I'm just like, wow, you're really going to get upset about Kate Beckinsale dating a 22-year-old? Are you just jealous because she wouldn't look twice at you? Like, what's the issue?
We need one of those people, these people that are like, there's so much going in the world, and this is what you choose to focus on. That's what we should say. How dare you? Leave Kate Beckinsale alone.
Exactly. And Alex made a good point. People online say so much more than they'd ever say in person, and I can even attest that that is 1,000% true. Can't stress it enough.
Maddison, the girls love to say stuff online, and then it's hugs and kisses when you see them in person. Believe me, I know that.
I've even experienced when people say things about me, my appearance, whatever. I'm like, oh, with your icon picture? Okay, if you saw me on the street, like you would never in a million years. Okay.
Something tells me you don't look like Justin Bieber, sir.
Especially when there's a cartoon picture, then you know something's really up. Let's move on to talk about Lili Reinhart and Cole Sprouse. So yesterday we filled you guys in on how Cole Sprouse posted that statement about his relationship with Lili on his Instagram story. There were rumors that maybe something was going on with Kaya Gerber because these photos surfaced of Kaya at his house. Fans hadn't seen, Lili and Cole take pictures together in a long time. So we know his statement said, like, leave Kaya alone, but he did not explicitly say whether or not him and Lili are back together, but we have the tea on that now. This is a new report coming from E! News. A source confirmed that Lili and Cole are still together, but they're not quarantined together. The source said they have a very up and down relationship, but they talk every day and just want to be more low-key. The source reiterated that the photos of Kaya at Cole's house are old, and that they've never been romantic.
Why are they not quarantining together?
Thank you! I thought that was weird too. I'm like, okay, they've been dating for a decent amount of time now. I find that very interesting that they're not together. Or even if they're not together every day, that they haven't been around each other enough that they're comfortable being around each other in quarantine. You know what I'm saying?
That's strange, Maddison.
I think so too. And while yes, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're back together, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I still feel like something's up here.
But what, Maddison?
I feel like they might be on a down, so this up and down relationship, I feel like they're definitely on a down. And I feel like they probably have discussed breaking up, and they might maybe not technically be broken up, but doing the immature thing and they're on a break. I just feel like something is not right here. I feel like they're not a happy couple. I feel like they're not this, we're strong, we're together, we're a happy couple. And I feel like if they were, Cole would have explicitly said that in his statement, and Lili would have said something sassy by now.
Be honest. Like, just if y'all are not together, if y'all are going through, I guess maybe if they're going through something, they're like, well, let's figure it out before we start coming out and saying stuff. I guess.
Right.
But I just find it weird that they're not quarantining together.
I do too. Super Cool Jess said, at this point, it just sounds like they're pretending to be together for the show or to make fans happy. And then Bienshin for Life said, Rachel and Ross situation. That's a Friends reference when they were on a break. Maybe. And then Latrice said, maybe not quarantine together will bring them closer together. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's true. And then McCall said maybe they feel like being quarantined together is going to push them apart because being stuck under one roof together can break you. But see, I feel like if you're meant to be, you shouldn't feel that way about being quarantined with your partner. I
agree.
You and I have talked about this before. We're like, why do couples be like, oh my God, I'm like, if it's hard to be locked in the house with your significant other, might be time to reoevaluate this.
I'm like, girl, I'm chilling, so I don't know what those people. I mean, I'm just saying you need to be dating people y'all actually like, because I like my boyfriend, so like, thank the Lord I'm quarantined with him, and it just doesn't seem to be the same kind of energy with them. Weird. That's weird, Maddison.
Right? I think it's like totally okay, like to have. You can get testy with one another and kind of, get annoyed here and there, but I feel like if overall you cannot be quarantined with your significant other, something's up.
Maddison. We gonna see.
Let's just, again, young people, please use Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner as an example. That's all I'm gonna say. This is why we love them, because they talk about how great it is. Okay, Halsey and Yungblud. Last little piece of couples therapy. So this is interesting. Recently, Halsey posted a video of herself dancing with the caption that she tries to create a vibe every day in her house. She gave a shout out to Kalani for the music, and her ex Yungblud commented on it. A bunch of red-faced sweating emojis, like he could not take the heat. Now, people think that this is a hint that Halsey and Yungblud are back together. Mm-hmm. And yes, I thought Halsey was still with Evan Peters, but apparently there's rumors that they've broken up because she took all the pictures of them off of her social media, even their recent Valentine's Day post, which we talked about in the morning tea. So I think at some point her and Evan broke up, and now it looks like she might be talking to Yungblud again.
I guess that's sad because she really liked Evan for a minute.
I remember she tweeted about how
she was like a fan, and then she literally was Haley girl, and she got her idol. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's awful. If they broke up, because I like Halsey. I mean, if she wants to be with Yungblud, that's her prerogative. There ain't nothing really bad that I can think of about him at the moment, which is a good thing. Me
neither. And honestly, when they broke up, she tweeted about something like, sometimes people just break up. Like, there was no cheating. Sometimes people don't do anything wrong. Like, two people can decide to break up and still be friends. So I'm like, I can get behind that. Maybe things with her and Evan fizzled out, and you start talking to your friend, and sometimes you're kind of like, hey, why did we break up? Oh, exactly. Maybe we shouldn't have. I
wonder how this situation is going to play out with Machine Gun Kelly. The reason why is because when Halsey and G-Eazy broke up, or they were going through whatever they were going through, it was alleged that she was hanging out with Kels, and then they weren't hanging out anymore, and now Kels and Yungblud work together. Because he's putting together like his little pop punk project that I'm ready to stan 3,000,000%, and y'all are gonna be sick of me talking about him by the time it drops, and it's fine. So I wonder, is Halsey just like back on the market, and this is like Yungblud being like, "Ooh, girl, I'm first in line," because for all that she could be dancing and going right. I don't want to say where, but she could be going right to Kels' house after posting that. She could have took it in Kels' house, and we just don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to see where the three of them, how that's going.
Yeah, that dynamic. That is interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because there's some potential tea brewing there. I can feel it. But let's go ahead and turn our volumes down for this Khloe and Tristan news. Kylie news. Kourtney and Scott news. So turn your volumes down for...
Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my living room, which is no one.
Hello to Kourtney's empty living room. Okay, the first thing we're talking about... Khloe and Tristan and Wendy Williams and her comments that she made about Khloe wanting to have more children with Tristan. You guys remember on the most recent of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe and Tristan had that FaceTime call where they were discussing, what if we give True a sibling? What if we have another baby girl? Yada, yada. So Wendy called out Khloe during her home edition of her show, and she said she knows it's easier when all of your kids have the same parent. However, what happens when you find the second love of your life? Wendy said, quote, "In a perfect world, and the world is not perfect, yes, all children would be from the same mother and father. It makes visitation easier and going to graduation and making decisions easier, but at what cost?" And I thought that was actually a good point. Wendy also admitted that she thinks Tristan has and will move on with his life, dropping seeds every place before you know it.
I agree.
That little tidbit. Yeah.
I 100% agree, because there's always, I feel like when we talk about Khloe and Tristan, there's like between 1 and 5 comments, I'll even go as far as to say a sprinkle of comments that are like, So what if Khloe wants to have children with the same man? And just like Wendy asked, at what cost? It seems as though sometimes people only specifically listen to one part of the story, and they try to make it to seem as though Tristan is being wrong. And he's not. He is 100% the wrong one in this situation, no matter how you feel about the Kar Jenners, period. So I agree, Maddison. I feel like Khloe should find someone that loves her, like genuinely, and have a child with that man and run off into the sunset, leaving Tristan in the dust to do what he does, continue to pay child support payments, and see his children, both Prince and True.
Yes, I completely agree with her here too, which it's been a while since we've agreed with Wendy Williams. And I think it's a great point. Yes, of course, in a perfect world, because, you know, Kourtney's talked about this with Scott and everything. Like, yes, in a perfect world, all children would have the same mother and father in one family, but the world's not perfect, and sometimes you can't help that the first man you had a child with cannot keep it in his pants. So what cost? You're showing your daughter that you don't have any self-respect, showing your daughter the wrong way a woman should be treated. Like, I don't know. I feel like Wendy actually really hit the nail on the head, or hit the head on the nail here with what she said. I agree.
I want to read, there's a comment. Tammy says it's her decision if she wants a kid with whoever she wants to. And Tammy, I 100% agree. However, when you decide that you want to be a celebrity, every decision that you make is then up for public consumption and critique. So that's what we're doing right now here. And my critique is that she dumb as hell. So, there it is. I feel like having a positive family, no matter who the parents are, should be your main priority. Versus, I want my kids to look alike. Because what if Khloe fall in love with somebody and it's a white man? You know, Chris ain't gonna have that, Maddison. Just keeping it real with y'all. You get what I'm saying? So she wants to have a mixed baby because that is clearly the theme in this family. So I wish that Khloe would just find someone that she truly loves, honestly, because I feel like she does not love Tristan any longer. That's my opinion. I feel like she does not love Tristan any longer. I don't think that she has since the first time he's cheated, but she's caught up in a charade. There's a child involved, and now they have to keep up what? Like Demi, an image. You get what I'm saying? For all we know, Khloe's the one could be somewhere in New Zealand, Maddison, and a white man. And
you're right.
Imagine how many men true loves the Kar Jenner women have turned away because they potentially, allegedly, speculation not confirmation, were not black. Think about that. And I mean this honestly. I'm not making it a race thing, even though it is. But I mean, look at the family.
No, I can't say you're wrong because all the evidence shows that you're right. So,
I just wish Khloe would love someone that loved her back so she could have a strong family, because that's what she wants at the end of the day.
And ultimately, too, I just want to make it clear, like, that's where your and I's intentions always are with this conversation. The intention is that we think Khloe deserves better because she is an awesome human. Like, she's always been one of my favorite Kar Jenners until Tristan entered the picture, to be honest. And really, our critiques and our criticisms and our opinions come from the fact that we're like, hello, why do we see you deserve better, but you don't? That's the issue.
Shabria says the only one who hasn't had a black man is Kourtney. And Shabria, look at where we are with Kourtney today. Struggling, can't get it together, can't seem to get a Chris handout to be on top like the other women. What's going on there, y'all? What is going on there?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna move on and talk about Kylie. Should we do our tequila shot?
Yeah, I need it.
Me too. And I feel like
before I come back and read Justin news, because they're gonna be eating me up, and that's fine.
No, they're not. No. Okay, while you pour it up, I'm just gonna breeze through this Kylie news. TMZ caught Kylie Jenner barefoot while hitting up Stassi's house for some snacks. Paparazzi caught Kylie picking up some chips and Just Water, aka Jane Smith's water company. She was barefaced, no makeup on, wearing a little tie-dye matching sweatsuit. Just hanging, needed some chips.
I just want to know when, I just want to know when Kylie decided that she wanted to be a white woman again. There, I said it. I just wanted to know, when did she wake up and decide, listen, she had like, there's a moment on all of these reality shows, but for me it originated on Flavor of Love, where like a contestant takes a makeup wipe dramatically and it's like, I want you to see the real me for who I am, and they wipe the makeup off. I imagine Kylie did that, like a Mulan.
Let's get down to business.
Maddison, she was looking real Casper, and that's a good thing. I want my white people to love that they're white and continue to be white and not try to be black. So I love these photos of Kylie. I said, girl, you better come on with your bare feet, with your kettle chips. Now, this is the Kylie I want to see. White and rich, not trying to be black and rich, or making money off of trying to look like a black person. Wanting the rhythm, but not the blues. Wow, imagine I said all of that and I didn't even take the shot yet, but the tea is the tea, man. Are we ready?
Salons are not essential businesses, and neither are plastic surgeons. No doctors are doing elective surgeries right now. So I didn't mean to crush it because that was so positive, but I'm just pointing out the obvious that there's also no way to literally keep up. So.
Did you take your shot already, Madison?
Oh, cheers.
Oh,
cheers.
I said, am I late?
That lime juice, you guys, with the tequila, it really hits differently. I can't express it enough. Okay, Kourtney and Scott. So, the Daily Mail reports that Scott Disick was seen leaving Kourtney Kardashian's house the day after her 41st birthday. The two were seen loading a car with boxes, and Scott had an overnight bag in his hand. So it looks bad. It does look like something was happening. Okay. However, I really don't believe that to be the case. Remember yesterday we talked about how Kourtney had told the kids, if you want Scott and Sophia to come over here and celebrate my birthday, like, it's totally up to you. They've all kind of been quarantined together in a sense of, like, Scott and Sophia are staying home. Kourtney's comfortable with that. The kids go back and forth. So in my opinion, I kind of feel like the kids probably were like, yes, let's invite Dad. And Sophia was just like, you guys have your family time. I'll just stay home. I feel like it looks really bad, but like I really don't believe it is.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't believe that they were like hooking up. I look at it as probably, what if Kourtney wanted to like let loose a little bit or get a moment to herself, and the kids get time to spend with Scott and the nanny gets a moment off, or I guess the nanny's cleaning up after. So, I mean, I don't think anything happened. I think that Scott was just on daddy duty on mommy's birthday, which is nice.
No, I agree. I feel like that is good co-parenting. Some of you aren't as convinced. Emmanuel said, nah, the buttermilk isn't clean. And then Mayberry said, I think they're Engels, Kourtney, or whatever they're called. Yes, Kourtney is their ship name. And then Keisha said, wait, Scott got in the birthday and the birthday party didn't?
Social distancing.
And honestly, Scott and Sophia, we talked about this a little bit ago, a couple episodes of the Morning Tea ago, how Kourtney is comfortable being around Scott and Sophia because she knows that they're not leaving the house, and the kids do go there a couple days a week while in quarantine. So they are all comfortable around each other, but you guys are getting messy. Mother's Love said booty call.
Well,
I really don't think so, and I feel like I normally get a vibe, and I'm just not getting the vibe.
I really, truly imagine that maybe Kourtney wanted to have a cocktail or five and, you know, go on, kids, go hang out with your father. And, you know, Mason and the girls did that, and here we are, next day, clean up, go home.
I think they said, Mason, phone, iPad, computer, thank you. Now we'll have fun.
Got them parental controls on lock, girl, I know that.
Yes, exactly. Now they do. And wow, all of you guys are thinking that it's a booty call. Jen said, meh, I don't think it was a booty call either. But then Latrice said, Mama Chris is up to something. And maybe this could be a little stage situation. But again, I don't think any boudoir moments happened, if you know what I mean. I don't think so.
No birthday boudoir banging here.
Yes, no. Okay, let's move on and get into this Justin Bieber news. So if you guys have been waiting for the Justin Bieber tea, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you want to show Selena Gomez some love at the same time, also give this video a thumbs up. Put your emojis in the chat. You know you got crowns for Selena, ice cream cones for Justin Bieber, and if you want to show Haley some love, she's about to be an auntie. Her sister's having a baby. Go ahead and give us the Haley. Haley. I know that there's some of you in there. I know that there is. So you guys, fans are currently going off on Justin Bieber on Twitter for postponing his Changes tour as opposed to canceling it. I mean, this person called him a garbage human. People are really upset. And these are Justin Bieber fans. They bought tickets to his show. So I just want to clarify that. It's not randoms. Like, these are people who bought tickets. So it's a big deal that Justin is postponing his tour as opposed to canceling it. because then fans can't get refunds. This has been a huge issue with a lot of different artists postponing their shows. So this is because of a policy with Ticketmaster. So the policy that stands right now is if a show is postponed, you cannot get a refund. People were upset, so they have changed their policy that will go into effect May 1st, but it doesn't necessarily help people get their money back now. So the new policy states that ticket holders will have 30 days to request a refund once the new date for the postponed show has been set. If you don't want a refund, obviously you can save your ticket. But people are mad because they need their money back right now, not once the Justin Bieber or whoever finally names a date.
I understand why people are upset. I just don't understand why they're calling Justin a garbage human. That don't make sense. Justin, like, just look at it this way, right? Imagine you're a believer and you're super excited for Justin to drop. You have been one cheek, two cheek into changes, back to back to back. You worked extra shifts at the Tommy Hilfiger outlet. You got your ticket, and now Corona is here, and now all of a sudden you can't see Justin. And you've waited in the queue, and you've done all these things, and Justin is just postponing. Like, it's not like he's canceling it, and you've gone through all of that, and there's no reward. I guess people still feel that way, like they've gone through all of this, and now there's no reward. There is a reward, it's just at a later date. So, I mean, it does suck, but I wish that Justin specifically wasn't getting the hate. The reason why I'm saying that is because Taylor Swift literally did the same exact thing. So it would be wrong of me to be like, that darn Justin, and then be like, well, Taylor postponed, can't wait for Loverfest, girl, see you there. Like, you know what I mean? No. So I wish I understand the outrage, I guess, but I feel like most of the anger should be at Ticketmaster because they're the ones that just changed the policy. They just changed the policy. Like, as soon as the crisis started to happen, they quietly changed it. But the girls on Twitter noticed immediately and started tweeting about it so that people would be in the know. It's an unfortunate situation.
No, it is. And you're exactly right. They actually had an even worse policy in place before, and they were just doing, you have to hold on to your ticket. That was it. And it was like, if you need money now, try to sell your ticket. But, like, how is anyone going to scalp a ticket to a show that they don't even know the date? And you're exactly right. They low-key changed the policy, but people still aren't happy with it. And I agree. I think the anger is misplaced. I think that it should be on Ticketmaster, but I also can see people, you know, saying, hey, Justin Bieber, can you step up and, like, do something about this? But at the same time, what do you want him to do? He's at the mercy of not even Ticketmaster, Live Nation. They're the ones who actually own Ticketmaster. So, well, yes, we can be mad at them. We really need to be mad at the people on top.
And I feel, and I have to be honest, I feel like I imagine, to be honest, Madison, I imagine that Scooter is trying to avoid any bad press regarding Justin at this particular time because we just, I feel like, come out of, like, the media dragging him during his album rollout. So I think it would be safe to speculate that Scooter is probably arguing with Live Nation to try to fix it because he knows and sees that the fans are upset. But I mean, Live Nation and Ticketmaster, if they said, girl, these are the policies that are in place, I'm sure they're saying something to the effect of, that's the risk you take when you want to see your favorite artist live. You know what I mean? And that's what's unfortunate. It doesn't cater to the fans. Exactly.
Now, Nastasia made an interesting point. She said this is not the first time Justin Bieber has canceled tours or concerts, and that's true. And that also might be why people are a little more sensitive, but keep in mind when he, you know, canceled his Purpose tour, that was strictly personal reasons. This time around, the reason he's postponing shows isn't necessarily personal. It's kind of like you have no choice, really.
I was initially thinking, Madison, like, what about the people that just by chance were able to get a ticket? But we know that the tickets weren't selling like that. Right. So if he did cancel, y'all would have had a chance to get a ticket at the later date. So maybe that's the outrage. It's like, girl, it's not even like your stuff was selling like that. So you might as well have just canceled, and we all would, if we wanted, we all would have got our tickets later on when we got our stimulus checks. You know what I mean? So maybe that's how people feel.
And maybe even going off of that too, people are like, well, I mean, are you doing this because you weren't selling out, so you want to hold on to this money while you still have it? I think unfortunately, Justin doesn't deserve all this backlash, but I am seeing now after talking with you and seeing how the tea tribe feels, I'm like, I understand why his name is being brought up more so than maybe like a Taylor Swift. Because Taylor rarely pulls this card.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
And she waited. They both waited a minute.
Right. So I feel like Justin has had a lot more negativity around his tour, whereas Taylor has not. Like, Taylor was like, Lover tour, Lover Fest, and we were all like, yes! And it was like, sold out. And we were like, we knew it. Thank God we got tickets. We're living our best life. Can't wait.
Girl, we had squad ready to get the Loverfest tickets. We were not playing around. Squad.
No, I remember that live show that you and I were both texting people because we couldn't be on. And we were like, okay, it's going on. We're in the queue. Our friends are in, like, it was.
I don't play.
You literally would have thought it was us betting on some important sports game or something. Like, Kourtney and I were very dedicated.
I want to ask the Tea Tribe, Madison, do y'all think that Justin Bieber should just cancel everything and give y'all money back? After watchers as well. What do y'all think?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think. Oh, also, everyone's saying Taylor announced that she did cancel. So maybe it's all about that verbiage.
Maybe it's the verbiage, because I did receive an email from Loverfest saying that if we wanted our money back, the same thing like you said about the policy. If we wanted our money back, we get it back starting in May, but the show will be moved to a later date. Did Justin not say the same thing, y'all?
I don't recall his statement being specific about that. I'm sure he probably said something about Ticketmaster, but everyone's saying yes, everyone's saying they would just prefer that he cancels it. Prefer.
I want to say this. I don't want this to come across mean, but if Changes were a must-hear album, it wouldn't be this response. Unfortunately.
I know.
That's what I believe. If that was like, if we were like, oh my God, we need to hear Lil Dicky's verse and running over, like, you know, if we were like, oh, we turned to JoJo Siwa, oh my God, like, if it was like a must, like Justin needs to moonwalk across this stage with a guitar, like if it was that kind of moment, then I would be. If it was Harry, like right now, Harry will not give me my money back. You take that, you earned that. But Justin, we heard Changes and we said, we closed our Motorola's closed. Remember that with the flip phones? Girl, stop calling me. Call me after 9 when my minutes go. That's
literally, completely agree. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And we always need a good day where Kourtney references the Motorola ringtones. You know it's going to be a good day now that we got that. So thank you for hanging out with us. In the meantime, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We also have our own individual YouTube channels as well. So please make sure you subscribe to those if you need a little extra dose of Maddison and Courtney. Also, I want to shout out Travis real quick. He said because there's only one person who can sell out stadiums, and that's my one and only Miss Taylor Allison Swift. Amen to that. And then he did say, love Justin though, ish. I've never felt anything.
Go off, Travis. You better talk your ish, sir.
Yes, thank you, Travis. Also, you guys, please make sure to show Hit It Leo lots of love on social media as well, and Shambong Dave. And we'll be back tomorrow for Wesley Wednesday.
What Wesley said?
At 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Now wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. Listen, man, just wash your hands. Your hands, listen. Wash your hands, listen, man, just wash your hands. Listen, just pump that soap. Pump that soap, cause you want some more. Just pump that soap. Pump that soap, cause you want some more. Just wash your